When right people gather around the table, problems become opportunities. So here in this room we have 450 bright people. We do not have a table, but we have a hall. So imagine what you can do with 450 right people being able to see opportunities. All of you, warm welcome. All of you future entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs of tomorrow and entrepreneurs of today, thank you very much for all of your efforts, supporting the SEECEL work, supporting the development of entrepreneurial societies, supporting of exchanging of our experience and good practicing, and all of our joint achievements in building, let's be official, entrepreneurial ecosystem. But you know that in SEECEL we like to use our own words. So, warm welcome to building entrepreneurial societies and entrepreneurial nests. Thank you very much. Let's celebrate our joint achievements.
Well, we in the city, of course, believe strongly in entrepreneurship. And we don't, of course, kid ourselves that everybody needs to be an entrepreneur, but the way of thinking is very important.
So we should always believe in ourselves, we should work it with others, and we should always believe in our dreams and try to reach everything we want.
SEECEL has been a key partner for ETF since the first day they are born, back in 2009. We share the same values and the same ideas when it comes to entrepreneurial learning. For us, we see the added value of SEECEL, that they are working both on policy level, but also on the ground with the students and the schools and the teachers. So we are working closely together with SEECEL doing the Small Business Act assessment. And thanks to SEECEL, we could bring this to a higher level by improving the coordination and peer learning amongst SBA coordinators.
This is a completely new idea in the region. A peer review is it is a special methodology, very successful one, and it is done apart from the expert level, apart from, let's say, administrative level. It allows representatives of two countries to speak, to exchange the informations, to see best practices, and to choose what is the best from the experience of others.
The SBA assessment is short-term for the Small Business Act, and which measures SME policy implementation in the Southeast European countries. And SEECEL joined this exercise in 2013. Since SEECEL joined the exercise, we can certainly see that SEECEL has widened the network with local stakeholders, with teachers, with entrepreneurs and government officials. And it surely also helped to build further institutional capacity, and also it brought peer learning to the countries. So they managed to learn from each other, to see where are the good practices and how to further improve entrepreneurial learning in the region.
SEECEL adventure will really be useful in my life and in everybody's life who was through this enormous adventure.
Knowing what we know now about SEECEL's work, it's clear that it has the potential to become the European agency for entrepreneurship and support not just Europe but the region, because everything is interconnected now. And we all know how important entrepreneurship is for growth, employment, and overall quality of life.
First of all, I'm very happy and proud to be in a SEECEL process since beginning. of this process, and the other thing, Croatian Chamber of Economy is not only co-founder of this project, it's a real partner.
With the TNAs, we develop strategies, we develop peaks, and we pick certain activities in a certain sector, but it's very important that all the stakeholders involved in the whole action, in the concept of SEECEL, they should, if they want, as they declare that they want to support and to join the action, they need to understand that they have their own ownership within this agenda.
Development of entrepreneurial skills is an integral part of all key strategic documents in Montenegro. I have to stress that in all of this process we are using the SEECEL methodology and their framework to build our capacity on the higher level, which has resulted a good positive result in dimension, especially in dimension one related to entrepreneurial learning.
During the pilot phase with SEECEL, we develop a very strong network of national institutions from all levels of education, and also develop connections with businesses, with people from business.
Entrepreneurial learning has also become as one of the priority for pre-accession within the pre-accession process. Due to SEECEL promotion of entrepreneurial learning, we all embrace it as one of the most important goals.
There was a benchmark benchmark research in which the areas of entrepreneurial education, training and the skills for enterprises was crucial, showing that it needed a structured cooperation, and this is today SEECEL. There is also another point that SEECEL overtook along the years long-term role to integrate entrepreneurial literacy in all levels and the form of education.
Basically, when I actually started this project, I was a little bit skeptical because I was not familiar with the way how things go. But then, given the way how I actually teach in the school and giving students a lot of ideas, not ourselves, but letting them express themselves, we saw that these kind of programs are actually marvelous because students express themselves freely and they have thousands of ideas that you somehow are amazed how good they are, how the things go.
SEECEL project had played a very important role in our faculty to help both our students and our professors to develop awareness of importance of entrepreneurial learning and entrepreneurial skills. To be entirely and completely honest, at the beginning of the SEECEL project, neither I nor my colleagues from the faculty have even given a thought on importance of entrepreneurial learning and entrepreneurial culture. This has changed completely during the SEECEL project, and currently entrepreneurial activities are of paramount importance from our faculty because we have implemented them in our vision, our mission, and in our strategic priorities of the faculties.
Through this cooperation, we develop our curricula for all educational level. We actually develop similar as SEECEL development. Entrepreneurial education is a key competence. We develop cross-curricular topics, entrepreneurial education in the primary and secondary education.
We needed to train our teachers, so we had a teacher training because we needed to know what EL activities should look like and how to implement in our curriculum. So we went on the teacher training. Afterwards, we said that on every class, once a month, we should implement entrepreneurial activities in our classroom. and we started.
Of course, they need some guidance, so you need to involve either a specialized teacher who knows something about business, or you need to maybe invite guests which are specialists in certain fields to explain and give them certain tips and answers and guidance on how to do certain things.
So we were mentoring 3 secondary schools, and that was very new experience for us.
We employ entrepreneurial learning principally because it works. Students enjoy it, they get engaged, they get motivated, they work out of their hours, they work at home and at their weekends. They volunteer to do more things than they would do in class out of their own interest and motivation. Teachers, they love it as well for the very simple reason that they have a set of pupils who want to learn, who want to join in and come up with ideas.
We organized a lot of visits to visit some of the other institutions and to collect some experiences, to exchange experiences with them. We visit some other universities, some business centers, business accelerators, etc. Finally, we also invite some very successful young entrepreneurs to share their experiences with our students. Also in this project we had a lot of activities to pass one stereotype that the entrepreneurial learning is important only for the students who graduate natural or technical sciences. But it is also for our students who complete the faculty in the sphere of social sciences, as Faculty of Education, for example.
In the SEECEL we connected students with some researchers, professors, that actually starting to create startup.
Without SEECEL inputs on theoretical and practical levels, we wouldn't have entrepreneurial nest at all. We wouldn't think about entrepreneurship in our school.
The SEECEL gives us a strong frame around us, and they teach us, the project teach us to develop our strengths and to be aware of our weaknesses. And now we are very self-confident school.
One of the most beautiful parts of the peer visit is meeting new friends, socializing, exchanging experiences, getting to know the schools and cities where the SEECEL members are.
Let's focus on giving initially, even starting with voluntary works during the elementary or middle school, just to get the feeling of how the businesses are working, how the world around is. So don't focus only on the school lections, but also focus on some voluntary works.
That need to help the teachers, and the teachers need to help the pupils, and the pupils may have to help the parents. Because this is an ecosystem, this is a big story. And the reason I support SEECEL so much is because SEECEL changes lives. Just take a look in that marketplace, you don't need any other argument.
I am a guitar player, and sometimes when I fail, I think I'm giving up, but SEECEL told me SEECEL told me that I should never give up and I always have to follow my dreams.
From the European perspective, we recognize and support SEECEL as a way to implement our EU policy with regards to entrepreneurial learning. We support fully SEECEL, and we hope that it will continue doing a great job in the Balkans. Not only in the Balkans, to tell the truth, not only in the Balkans. SEECEL, what he has done could also be an example to be followed by a lot of other European countries.
SEECEL is now that the framework is out, and actually we managed to have it out with the continuous
feedback by different experts. Now that is out, SEECEL is supporting us in defining a strategy to lead the governance of this framework. This is a free tool available to anyone in Europe and beyond the borders of Europe, but granting a common approach in the implementation is a task that needs some support. And SEECEL again is there with us. So we are very, very grateful to the team.
And this year we decided at the Ministry to nominate SEECEL and EFKA, Heather, as its director. And we were very, very pleased and happy to see and to receive the information that SEECEL entered the top 5, and they are now regarded as a finalist, together with very, very important initiatives and people all around the world.
SEECEL u budućnosti vidim kao europsku agenciju koja će razvijati upravo ovo što sada radi u interesu članica Europske unije, ali također i onih koje nisu članice Europske unije, na bazi ove sjajne prakse koju je do sad razvio SEECEL i na bazi svih dostignuća koje je do sad napravio, a ona su, kao što znamo, vrlo, vrlo velika i visokih standarda, jer o tome govore sva priznanja koje je SEECEL dobio. Uz to vidim mogućnost da se platforma SEECEL-a iskoristi za sve one aktivnosti koje idu u svrhu jačanja konkurentnosti.
Allow me to thank you all for your commitment, for your enthusiasm, for sharing with us your fear, for sharing with us your frustration from the beginning, and that on our journey we arrived to here.